Meow, my friends. The cat's out of the bag in Syria, and by cat I mean Bashar al-Assad, who's just made a mad dash to Moscow faster than you can say dictator on the run. That's right, the Syrian president and his family boarded a private jet in the dead of night on December 8th, fleeing like rats from a sinking ship. Assad's 24-year reign, following his father's 30-year stint, has finally ended, proving that in Syria, like in a bad soap opera, dramatic plot twists take decades to unfold. Tahrir al-Sham, once linked to al-Qaeda, but Meow rebranded as Syria's saviours, stormed Damascus faster than you can say power vacuum. They captured state TV quicker than you can change the channel, announcing to the nation that Assad's regime had been toppled like a poorly balanced scratching post. The Syrian Army, apparently tired of playing Simon Says with Assad, decided to switch teams faster than a chameleon on a disco floor, ordering all troops to lay down their arms and stop fighting. But the real fireworks, my friends, were at Saydnaya Prison, a place so notorious it makes the average litter box look like a five-star hotel. Rebels liberated this human slaughterhouse, freeing over 20,000 inmates who'd been subjected to torture that would make medieval inquisitors wince. The bars have been raised on Syrian freedom as families flock to the prison gates, desperately searching for loved ones lost in Assad's cruel game of hide and seek. Meow, let's talk about the Russian bear in the room, shall we? Putin's prized Mediterranean pawns, the Khmeimim airbase and Tartus naval facility, are Meow as secure as a sandcastle at high tide. Russian officials were left scrambling like a cat on a hot tin roof to secure these strategic hairballs. I mean, footholds. It's like someone just knocked over their geopolitical chessboard, and Meow they're frantically trying to set the pieces back up before anyone notices. In Damascus, the mood was more festive than a cat that's just knocked over the Christmas tree. In Umayyad Square, jubilant Syrians played Pin the Tail on the Dictator with fallen Assad posters, while others turned toppled statues into impromptu slip and slides. The air was filled with celebratory gunfire and the sweet smell of freedom, or maybe that was just the catnip talking. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, my feline friends. The Syrian political landscape is meow about as stable as a Jenga tower in an earthquake, with every faction from the local kebab shop owner to the neighbourhood cat lady vying for a piece of the pie. The rebel factions have formed an alliance more precarious than a house of cards in a wind tunnel, held together by nothing more than a shared distaste for Assad and a love of victory selfies. World leaders are reacting with all the grace and poise of a herd of elephants at a ballet recital. The UN Security Council is planning an emergency meeting which should solve everything by 2030. Meanwhile, Turkey and Iran are circling Syria like vultures at a free buffet, each hoping to pick up the choicest morsels of influence in the post-Assad feast. Syria's future is as clear as mud in a sandstorm. Will democracy bloom like a rose in the desert? Or will we see a game of musical chairs where the loser gets a one-way ticket to The Hague? Speaking of which, Assad might soon find himself swapping his presidential palace for a cosy cell in The Hague, where war criminal chic is always in fashion. If you're enjoying this catastrophic cataclysm of current events, don't forget to hit that subscribe button faster than Assad hit the ejector seat. Your support keeps us purring with delight and scratching at the truth. We'll return shortly with more updates. I'm Ron De Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat special report.